Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone. In this video, we will talk about DDoS and what is it? Well, before we talk about that, let me introduce my team. First, Mr. Dwiki Alpiantama as a speaker 1 and Miss Dian Yustika Rini as a speaker 2 and Miss Sindri Vera Kusuma as a speaker 3 and Rizky Arnapat as a speaker 4. And last, it's me, Wiranto, as a moderator. Well, we go into the topic. DDoS stands for Distributed Denial of Service, and what is it? It's basically a cyber attack on specific server or network with the intended purpose of disrupting the network or server normal operation. And DDoS attack does this by flooding the target network or server with a constant flow of traffic, such as fraudulent requests which overwhelms the system, causing a disruption or denial of service to legitimate traffic. Well, the version will be continued by my friend Mr. Dwiki.
The first section, I will explain the history of denial of service attack or DOS attack. The first DOS attack or denial of service attack was done by 13-year-old David Dennis in 1974. Dennis wrote a program using the external or exe command that forced some computers at nearby University Research Lab to power off. The DOS attack or denial of service attack have evolved into a more complex and sophisticated. We call it the distributed denial of service attack or DDoS attack. The biggest attack ever recorded at the time target is code hosting service GitHub in 2018. Who attacker using DOS attack or denial of service attack? Attackers include hacktivists. Hacktivist means the hacker whose activity is aimed at promoting a social or political cause, profit-motivated cybercriminal, and national state. A denial of service attack or DOS attack is used to tee up a website resource so that users who need to access the site cannot do so. In 2018, the DOS attack or denial of service attack celebrated its 40th birthday, born as the handiwork of teenage computer geek. This attack has since exploded in quantity and sophistication. Many major companies have been focused on DOS attack. Why? Because the DOS attack can be easily engineered from nearly any location. Finding those responsible can be extremely difficult. That's all for me. The next section will be given by my friend. The place is yours.
Thank you, Dwiki. Let's move on to the difference between DOS attack and DDoS attack. The first difference is the source of attack. The DOS attack typically uses one computer and one internet connection to flood a targeted system or resource, whereas the DDoS attack uses multiple computers and one internet connection to flood a targeted system or resource. The second difference is the delivery speed. DOS attacks are slower to execute, whereas DDoS attacks are faster to execute. The third difference is the blocking attack. DOS attack is easier to block, whereas DDoS attack was more difficult to block due to the volumes of machines used to execute the attack. The fourth difference is the volume of traffic. Volume of traffic in the DOS attack is less as compared to DDoS. whereas DDoS attack allow the attacker to send massive volumes of traffic to the victim network. The fifth difference is the attack types. The DDoS attack, for example, flooding attack, ping off bit, smooth attack, whereas the DDoS attack, for example, volumetric fragmentation, application layer. Well, that's it from me. I will hand it over to my colleague Sindri. Sindri, the floor is yours.
In this section, I will present Chapter 3 and the title is Types of Attack. DDoS have many attack types, but in here we'll only have 3 category level example: open source level, data flood level, protocol feature level. And for the first category is open source level. Attack takes advantage of the way operating system implement protocol. And the example is ping of jet. With the ping of jet, an echo packet is sent a larger than the maximum allowed size, then broken down into smaller segments. But when it is reassembled, it's discovered to be too large for the receiving buffer. And the next is ICMP echo. In this attack, attacker sends a large amount of packet with different both invalid IP address. These results make resource wastage and network bandwidth drain. And the next category is data flood level. Attack in which massive quantities of data are sent to a target with the intentions of using up bandwidth or processing resource. The example is smurf attack. A request is sent to a network broadcast address with the target as the spoofed source. When hosts receive the request, they reply back, and every host will respond, causes unusual resource consumption. The next is UDP echo. If an attacker connects other port to UDP port of some other node, there will be a huge amount of traffic flow. And the last category is protocol feature level. Attack in which bugs in protocol are utilized to take down network resource. And the example is SYN flood. SYN packets are being sent so rapidly that even when a half-open session is done, SYN packet will come again and again without response. That's all for my session. Next session will be my teammate's turn. Thank you.
At this time, I will continue the presentation on how to prevent or overcome DDoS attack. The first is to check for bugs. In a way, patch and backup regularly. Number 2, use a firewall. Why use a firewall? So that possibility of this attack does not carry out data attack on your computer. And then number 3, blocking suspicious IP. If your port is included, then your computer will be controlled. Number 4, refuse all data packet and turn off UDP service. Number 5, perform filtering on ICMP echo request on firewall. Number 6, using antivirus that can rid off data attack like Kaspersky. And the last, using a firewall combined with IDS, intrusion detection system. So many presentation for me. Thank you.
Well, that's all for we are today. So thank you very much for your attention, guys, and see you.